Ignite your engines. You're on the grid with Motor Maven. Today, we're shifting gears to discuss a surprising turn in the automotive industry. Mercedes-Benz, once a frontrunner in the EV race with a robust lineup and impressive tech, is now hitting the brakes on its electrification plans. As the EV market cools down, so do the company's ambitions for rapid electrification. The German luxury car maker is hitting pause on its plans. Stay tuned as we delve into the 6 major reasons why the Mercedes CEO is rethinking their EV strategy. Reason number 6, Mercedes-Benz EVs are struggling to find buyers. In the automotive world, sales figures are the ultimate gauge of a strategy's success. A glance at Mercedes-Benz's EV sales reveals a stark reality. The company's projections were off the mark. Like many manufacturers, Mercedes-Benz is feeling the chill of the slowing EV market. Dealer lots are packed with EVs, but buyers are scarce. When we examine the list of fastest and slowest EV sellers in the US, Mercedes's models are trailing behind. In fact, they're among the slowest movers on the market. To put things into perspective, the average market day supply for EVs is 117 days. However, Mercedes models are languishing on lots for much longer. The EQE, for instance, has a 144-day supply, while models like the EQS and EQS SUV nearly double the EV market average with a 221-day supply. The only model performing decently is the EQB, but even it falls short of the industry average with an 88-day supply. This sluggish performance, coupled with an ongoing price war led by Ford and Tesla, contributed to the company's 21% profit drop in the last quarter of the previous year. Reason number 5. High prices are driving away potential EV buyers. EVs are not flying off the shelves, and their high prices, particularly in the case of Mercedes-Benz, are a significant factor. The company aimed for exclusivity with its electrification strategy, resulting in 6-figure price tags for many models in its current lineup of 6 electric cars. Even loyal Mercedes-Benz customers are finding these prices steep. With prices and interest rates on the rise, the company is now focusing on more affordable models, like the new E-Class, CLE Coupe and Convertible, and a plug-in hybrid GLC. These internal combustion cars are smaller and therefore cheaper, indicating a shift in Mercedes-Benz's strategy towards more affordable, better-selling models. We're still years away from price parity between gas-powered and electric vehicles. For instance, the GLB starts at around $45,000, while its all-electric counterpart, the EQB, starts at around $52,000. The renowned E-Class starts at around $63,000, while the EQE starts at around $76,000. This disparity in pricing underscores the challenges facing the EV market and explains why Mercedes-Benz is slowing down its electrification plans. Reason number 4. A fresh lineup of ICE models is on the horizon. Unlike some competitors, Audi, we're looking at you. Mercedes-Benz has never committed to going fully electric in the near future, despite being considered a technology leader. Instead, the company has always emphasized market needs and how customers will determine the actual participation of electric cars in its lineup. Now, we're seeing a shift in strategy. Rather than doubling down on EVs, Mercedes-Benz is revving up its ICE lineup. That's right, gearheads. This German manufacturer is developing an entirely new lineup of ICE models. Each model will soon undergo a complete redesign. Some of these newcomers have already arrived, and the rest will follow suit soon. According to company officials, the entire lineup should be redesigned within the next 2 years. They also stated that, given the challenges associated with electrification, including the lack of infrastructure, there's no doubt that internal combustion engines will remain in production for many more years and decades. Before we venture further, we'd appreciate it if you could hit that like and subscribe button. This supports us in connecting with more auto aficionados just like you. Now let's change lanes and navigate towards our next point. Reason number 3. Mercedes-Benz is building a new EV platform. Mercedes-Benz's struggle with electrification isn't just about slow sales. Like many automakers, they're grappling with the economics of EVs. Despite their hefty price tags, Mercedes's EVs aren't turning a profit. In fact, the company loses money on every EV it sells. It's no surprise then that Mercedes is already developing a new platform. This new EV architecture, set to be ready by 2026, promises numerous benefits. The most significant of these is the expected reduction in production costs by a third. If this comes to fruition, we might finally see Mercedes-Benz turning a profit on EVs. More importantly, we could see more affordable models hit the market. The current high-end strategy clearly isn't sustainable. Just look at the price tags on electric Mercedes-Benz vehicles. Many models cost over $100,000, while the cheapest EV, the EQB, has a sticker price of around $52,000. With Tesla soon to launch a $25,000 EV, high-volume sales at these prices are unlikely. Hopefully, the new platform could be a game changer. Reason number 2, EV growth is expected to stall this year. For years, we've seen the EV market grow at a breakneck pace. It wasn't uncommon to see a 90% year-over-year growth, but it seems the era of rapid electrification is coming to an end. The early adopter phase is over, and the outlook on electrification is becoming more pessimistic. This is primarily due to customers realizing the obvious drawbacks of electric vehicles. Experts are now predicting a complete stall in EV growth. According to Mercedes officials, EV sales are expected to grow at the slowest rate since 2019. In other words, the company doesn't anticipate any drastic changes in the EV market share. EVs and plug-in hybrids are expected to account for between 19 and 21% of Mercedes sales this year. With massive investments and this slowdown in mind, officials are also forecasting a lower margin, around 10%. For comparison, last year's profitability was around 12.6%. This is a clear indicator and one of the main reasons for the change of plans. The German luxury automaker isn't giving up on electrification, but the revised plan suggests a much slower pace. Reason number 1, 2030 is the new milestone. Mercedes, like many automakers, had grand ambitions when it entered the EV race. It was among the first to launch advanced all-electric models and aimed for electrified models to account for 50% of sales by 2025. However, reality struck, and significant revisions were needed. The goalpost for massive electrification has now been moved to 2030, when Mercedes expects 50% of its sales to be electrified vehicles. Two key points stand out. Firstly, it's unrealistic to expect a sales surge with the current lineup. Mercedes needs superior technology and competitive pricing to rival Tesla. This is where the new platform, with lower production costs and improved battery tech, comes in. One exciting prospect is the all-electric CLA, which could outpace the Tesla Model 3 with a max range of 466 miles. Secondly, the slowdown in EV growth is due to various factors, including range and charging issues, low reliability scores, high prices, and interest rates. Consequently, Mercedes-Benz is adopting a more cautious approach, slowing down and waiting to see how the market evolves. That's all for today, Motor Maven enthusiasts. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to stay in the loop with the latest vehicle updates and upcoming videos. Thanks for watching and see you next time.